Help! Trying to get that child support.
I had a girl
Bon,
actually
yeah.
ask me to do that, like, and I was like, no,
Laisse-toi
no,
là.
Surrogate fella. Like I heard
yeah,
I
yeah.
had
I'm
two
like,
lesbians. Like, get the fuck out of here.
yeah, they did. It was crazy.
No, thank you. I don't do
Me,
them
no,
things.
I'm not doing
No,
that.
no.
There
I
it
ain't
is.
meeting you. And they had money. They were well off. The kid would have been well off. I knew.
I don't know why my
No, I can
audio
never say
is
it.
audio.
JD's a fucking gangster. Now let it fuck off before you get hurt. All right?
Stream.
Stream.
Extremely. JD's extremely racist.
I'm streaming.
No, no. Who's that? Who's that? Who do we hear? Who am I not hearing?
You're gonna learn today.
Any of you guys mess with JD, stream. You'll be in the stream. Going up, JK, boys. Don't nobody get me right. JK.
Samari Dumont.
Parlez-vous français?
Fuck yourself.
Vincent's gay.
Ah,
No fault. Shut up.
no fault. Fuck this thing.
Beat up wreck
Alright,
them all.
nigga.
Harder. Enough, man.
It's this shit. Attention! Ok. Ah, il prend une capture, hein. Pas dans le... Moi, je vais aller magasiner. C'est beau, la paix.
Oh, that was good, man. We'll save a little bowl of that for that a little later. Maybe do a little game on late night ravioli.
I was gonna go out and do some solo, but
Fight at the igniter.
it's
Fight
so
at
windy
the
as fuck
igniter.
out
Fight
there.
at
So
the
I'm like,
igniter. Fight at the igniter. Set to look like panties on fire.
COVID protocols.
Fuck!
Fucking Dylan, fucking ass. Fucking dog. I left him a bowl on the fucking goddamn couch with the ravioli. What does he do? Knocks it off and breaks the fucking thing. Okay, I fucking move. Yeah, it's real funny, bro. Now next I'll jump and cut his paw open.
Oh my god, that's not what.
That's dramatic.
Jesus.
Not gonna
Fuck.
cut his pop.
No, like I
Slightly
understand, like
different.
it's true, it's,
Slightly
it's a possibility, but for fuck's
But
sake.
it's pretty dramatic, yeah. How much?
Smash. For fuck's
Attends,
sake.
pas.
Quoi?
I'm laughing more from the way you
Ok, mec, viens. Un peu, là.
How do you put it in the spot where you can break it down?
I actually thought it was Vincent. I thought it was right for some reason.
Throwing a bowl at his head.
Yeah. That's what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, he sounds like you'd have too much fun with that. Like, you sound like he's kind of like he wanted it.
Yeah. What a fucking nut. Oh shit.
I don't know. Very Ouais, bébé.
Hello, William.
That boy, big dick.
William. Baby.
Said maybe he wants to pick.
Oh.
Hey. Mais viens
Je suis en
chercher.
train de préparer son lait, c'est ton gars.
Fuck you just say?
Ouais. Viens. Non.
From fuck it, you know. Fuck it.
Non. Qu'est-ce que tu fais là? Non. Hey. Putain. Viens t'en occuper. Wow. Il est tannant. Non.
With it beaming. I keep the ladies creaming. Call me Willie Beeman. Keep the ladies.
JD. Suck. C'est tannant. Anna. Qu'est-ce que tu as là? Rase-moquette. Rase-moquette. Et je vais faire. On joue au jeu. Regarde des bonhommes. Hey, lâche ma manette. Il est talent. Hey!
Puta, man.
Anna. And when
Oui, oui, oui.
Arrête. Et prends-les là avant que je le mette à terre. Non, c'est fatigant. Regarde ça. Sans le caillou. Non, je vais aller le mettre à terre. Bon. Oh, il va.
Fuck. Can't go anywhere.
Can't go anywhere on this
Dying,
fucking
dying.
Ben non, voyons. She's fucking fine. Bye. Caitlin.
I just got home from the fucking office, and boy, did my mom have a story to tell me.
Good one or real?
Good one or bad?
It's an interesting story. So, like, part of her company is getting bought right now. They're selling it, and it's being bought by, like, a bigger company. And part of that whole process, she has to go get a new updated background check to go give to the company, just because, like, it hasn't been done for the new name. It was done for the old name. So she had to go up to Concord to do that today. And when she went up to go do that, she completely forgot about the fact that she got charged for assault when she punched my stepdad in the face and gave a black eye when he assaulted her.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, so what happened was he hit her first, and then she hit him. It was a whole fight because he was hitting on my brother and she got in the middle. And he didn't like that she hit him, so he called the cops on her, got her arrested. She got in trouble, and it's on her record. And she then like basically called my stepdad like freaking the fuck out because it's on her record and she might lose her job, might lose her nursing license. And my stepdad was basically telling her like, calm down, nothing's gonna happen, this and that. Mom's like, are you kidding me? I have an assault charge on my record and they're asking for a background check. Like, I'm gonna lose my job.
It never goes away. If it's on your record, it stays on your record. You know, even if it's thrown out, I think it stays on your record. So.
Yeah, so I told her to ask about that. I asked her about, like, told her to ask about the statute of limitations or, like, what she can do to get it expunged or whatever. But basically, she then got in a whole argument about other shit, like, with my brother, because my brother asked to take the dog on a hike. And my mom said, like, ask John, because I'm not home, and he's the one who's home, and you need to ask him. So he texted my stepdad. My stepdad never answered. My brother then decided to just take the dog. And then my stepdad came home from doing some errands and was like, where the fuck is the dog? And freaked the fuck out. Basically, I got in the car and my mom like started freaking the fuck out and she's like, okay, I'm about to go to the fucking like Brentwood courthouse and get an attorney and figure out like how fucked I am if I were to file for divorce. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. And she said, yeah, and if I ever do go through with this, I'm never getting married again. I'm going to keep my name to Tone, like my maiden name was, and I'm just going to date for the rest of my life. She's like, I'll have guys stay over, I'll date them as long as I want, but I'm never getting married. And I was like, you do you, Mom? And I was like, kind of funny, though. I kind of talked about this with my coworkers today, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, so I told them about how I was happy to be in the office because of the way to be from my like stepdad. I was happy to be away from my stepdad for a week. And I explained to them why, because of the fighting. And I explained to them what the fighting was about, and they were like, okay, it sounds like your mom needs to get the fuck out. And I'm like, yeah, I know, right? So then I told them that she's been like talking to her college boyfriend, and now my mom says like her college boyfriend has been like reaching out to her today, and I'm like, huh, ironic, because I was talking about that today. And she's just like, dude, I don't know, the world's like sending me messages, and I'm like, yeah, the world is sending you messages, man. Answer them. Accept them. Fuck, dude. But I got weed. That's on a positive note. I waited in line for like 20 minutes because I wanted Taco Bell. And like the cars were not moving, so I was like, fuck that, Mom, we can just leave. She's like, are you sure? You said you wanted Taco Bell. And I'm like, yeah, I want Taco Bell, but not this fucking bad. Like, let's just go somewhere else. Like, we were literally waiting in line for like 30 fucking minutes. But she, in the light of things, she sent me a really cool, funny, like a dark, funny meme. And I said like, oh my god, I need to send this to the group because they'll love it. Oh, also, I took pictures of my pup.
Puck? Oh, nice. That one. It's autographed.
No, the pup that's up my ass. Yes, that one.
What the fuck? I forgot about that puck.
I know, I was kidding. I'm trying to figure out which pictures would be the best ones to send. Not that one, that one's kind of cut off.
Man, I suppose it goes it in your ass. You stretch it out enough. But
Jesus.
pretty wide. It's possible when you got loot. Oh, yeah, so this is left. Center left. Wow.
Okay, let's see what pictures are best.
team you say it was?
It's a Bruins puck. It says Bruins on it. I don't know if it's a Bruins people, but it's a Bruins puck.
Probably. I wouldn't have anybody else last.
It's really hard to read, dude. I found it on the ground under some dirt. So, I mean, do the best with what you have to do the best with what I got to send you, but it's going through right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And they're on both sides of the puck. Oh, and it said like it was like made in something on the side. It was like made in Slovakia or some shit. It was like a Glasgow or something.
Might be raining. It looks like rain board on the back of it. But it's a bad signature. Like you said, they're not very visible.
Yeah,
The one
because
with
it was
the
like
R-
underground shit.
The one with the R, I think is Ray Borg.
Yeah, that's the most visible one. The other ones are really
that's
hard to
one
read.
that I can kind of make out. Let me look at mine. I have a Raymond Borg autograph. Let me match it up. Let me look at mine and literally see what it looks like in the beginning, because I recently got a Ray Borg autograph, which is kind of fucking ironic. Okay, let me pull up this 16 by 20. All right, here we go. Match up the R really good.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Okay, let me click. I don't like this view. Why is it? Okay, there we go. For some reason, not even holding it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna picture.
Yeah, it's just like I found it interesting that I found that on the side of the road. You know, it could be like random people.
I know. It could be, but here's what it is. Right, here's the autograph. Here's what it looks like. That's authentic.
I'm about to have a freak out right now.
Infantry.
Rose to it, I'm running across.
Yeah, no, I don't think it looks like that.
Very much.
I don't think so either. Me, it's somebody. I'm saying. Might be somebody. Like,
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah, there's another one right here.
it's fucking chewed up.
Running across the field.
But it's definitely related. Their name starts with an R. That I can tell.
He's right there, buddy.
Riley? Wasn't there a ruin named Riley something? Riley.
I have no idea
Oil?
He's
personally.
getting tortured.
He's getting tortured.
Oh yeah. Is there a Riley?
He's over there playing his game. He can't hear. I'm trying to figure out how to get this fucking vape cartridge out of this box. I just bought this vape and I'm scared it's not gonna get matched with my shit.
Did you get
I'm
him?
gonna be so
Get him?
That thing's so dull.
Shut it. Oh.
Please, 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 please.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Fuck, we got no.
Fuck, we got no.
Oh, thank God.
Fuck, I hate this.
Fuck, I hate you.
Minus.
Elias, what are you playing?
Cleaned it all up.
What are you playing?
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah, well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
white shorts.
Yeah.
Glass of sand, so they get some smaller sand. I walk around there. Fuck that. But I took Dylan out, shot him, dug a hole, and he's dead. He's done.
Oh my god, Polly, what the fuck?
And even, you know, why would you? Why would you? My fault. I made you put the glass ball. Should have plastic.
Yeah.
Even, whatever. I was a fucking dog. Let me just run out to my desk and throw his glass out. Yeah, I gave him ravioli. He likes to bury shit, this dog. So he must have been pushing the fucking ball, putting it in. Yeah. Too good. I'll be right back.
Hey, wait. You're trying to play this fucking prison game where you're supposed to escape from prison, but it won't let me.
Drop this over.
Maybe you're not supposed to escape from prison. Oh,
Well, no, you are. That's exit lobby, yes. It looks like you can stay online.
I just realized I need to eat before I fucking play anything. Because, you know, I haven't fucking eaten because I waited in line for Taco Bell forever. You know what? I've been seeing commercials for Taco Bell forever, and I saw this commercial where everyone was talking about Crunchwrap, which is my go-to fucking thing. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting Taco Bell. And you know what? We sat in drive-thru for so long, and I was like, Mom, let's just go. And she's like, let's just wait a couple more minutes. You want Taco Bell? I'm like, no, Mom, let's go. I'm impatient. Let's go. I'm also cold. No, very cold. Just kidding. We're friends. I stole ice from my office.
I hear shots coming.
Who are you talking to? You can talk in game chat and party chat at the same time? Okay, that's actually cool.
Shot.
I heard shots over there.
Maybe it's you?
Probably on the other side.
He's in the hunting game?
See that fuck? Oh my god, I should have marked him before I fucking shot.
Now I gotta mop this floor a little bit here. It's fucking filthy. I need to
Stream chat.
dust it.
He said, I hope your guy doesn't need Tommy John surgery.
Tommy John. Who's the Yankee?
I am doing surgery.
The guy with the name tissue.
Famous.
Yeah, the name's of accident. Scrubs today. It's a million. Gotta hang there. Oh, fuck it. Get this little guy some water.
Oh my god.
I dare you. I'll chair you. They're having a bounty. What's the bounty? Snow shoveling?
He wasn't here when I joined.
He left right after you went to go clean up that glass.
You thought it was pretty funny, huh? You laughed that hard, you laughed.
Laughing at that.
He's a fucking idiot. You wait.
You're gonna find out.
Yeah.
You're gonna found out.
Yeah. You're gonna sue it down.
He's not actually gonna go through with that, is he?
I don't know. He shouldn't. That's terrible. He's the one that
That's what I'm saying. I really don't think he should sue them.
No, I mean, because there's nothing. Like, basically, if you took her in, you're her boyfriend, and you are responsible for.
Well, he's in her house. It's her house, not his.
Well, that's their parent.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, if you sue them, like, you're not gonna have anywhere to go.
I did.
I think it comes in $100.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Unless you want to defend yourself.
All I know is, like,
Unless you want to pull up. Unless you want to pull a dead monkey.
I really don't think he should sue those parents. Ow. Ah, I got cold. I get my hoodie on.
He's on a ton of weight. What does that make you think? He's slimming himself.
Is that me?
The beauty pageant we
He's
go to?
already slim. Yeah, he's already like one.
He's looking at
He's not
skate.
trying to slim himself down. He
Yeah,
can't
but if
gain
you
weight.
went to prison the way he is.
It doesn't last forever.
That's right, Joe. They're beat up. They're worse.
Oh, they are. Scandalous.
Pow, 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 pow. Fight, bitch. Go.
Oh, yeah.
Rotten schemes together.
Pow, 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 pow.
Fuck out of here. That's why there ain't one here.
I got a wire.
I'm right here. I'm the front.
Oranges.
Orange new black.
That's racist offensive to Halloween. Halloween's orange and black. That's offensive to Halloween. Offensive to Halloween.
How dare they?
Most people don't like Halloween.
How dare they, Polly?
I'm gonna go there. Rip my fucking sheets off their head. Put some new clean sheets on there.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Yeah. He's a big Republican. That was fucking
That's why he's all like, oh, I found God. Yeah, whatever.
It ain't easy. Going to 20, 30 years.
Not easy at all. That's why when I go to rehab, there'd be repeat offenders, repeat people, people that are in and out. I'd see him
That's the
one day.
first right?
Yeah. Yep. A lot of natives. I think there's this girl. She's really nice. Attractive girl. Native American. And in and out. Well, it's like a lot of them can't handle alcohol. You know how it is. Oh yeah, she knows.
They don't drink.
That's why he doesn't drink, because he's smart. Because they not only do they get addicted or alcoholics, but it doesn't take them that much, so it's like they're constantly shit-faced.
You'll wind up in jail, too.
Oh, there's a guy next to you.
Tired of that shit.
In your
JD.
But where I live, it's different because if JD was on the reses out here, he'd get $30,000 a month from the
JD's
casino.
moving.
No, I'm serious. It's crazy how much money they get. Oh my god! All you gotta do is be 21 years old. That's it. And have a valid ID and a valid.
I find the Indian girl.
Live on the reservation.
Move.
Oh yeah. It's fucking amazing. My friend's mom used to be a nurse and she used to work on the res and she would tell me. I was like, holy fuck, that's a lot of money. That's why if you're getting 30,000 a month, why would you work? You know?
$75 a week. That's like over
Yeah.
Their casinos all split all the
I thought 30 grand was a lot when my mom died. It was nothing. You know, I went through 30
They're not
grand
listening
in
to
a
you.
year.
Fuck that.
It was blood money. Blood money.
$21 for
Blood money. You know. It's really. I can't. Actually, she has 30 to my brother. Well, if I was smart, I would have invested. Well, yeah, he should. I think he just figured out it would help him with suffering, you know what I mean? He just figured it would help him deal with the mourning process, which had nothing to do with it. Money has nothing to do with it.
No.
I mean, you
Not
could
at
get $1
all.
million and I'd still be fucked up.
Yep.
I wasn't ready for it.
Who is?
Too mature.
I hear about all these stories about people losing their parents, and I fear the day I lose my mom.
Get their mass card. Get the card.
Well, especially when you're raised by your mom. You know, I wasn't raised by my dad. I was raised by my mom. So it's like,
Think
my
I
mom
was
was
doing this?
as a boy. Well, dad, you know, he was a lawyer, so he was working sometimes all day and night. Yeah. My mom was a teacher, but she gets turned off.
I only think better than you every weekend.
She published novels.
Same. I saw my dad on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, and every other weekend.
My dad.
Fuck, I seen that guy too.
But I don't like my dad.
Yeah, like that.
I know that's terrible to say. I know that's
now,
terrible
but
to say.
There was a time. No, it's not. There was a time that I didn't really mind either. I mean, yeah, it's terrible, but it is what it is.
I'm getting there.
Fine either.
Like, I'm getting there with my dad. It's taking time.
At some point, you just gotta accept it and say, "Fuck it, life's too short." That's what I had to do. That's how I did it. I was like that. Yeah, I put it down to the point like, okay, I can hate him for the rest of my life and be miserable, or I can try to get along with him and be some sort of
And get a
player. Yeah, that too.
No, he was holding. He was right anyway.
No.
Yesterday, that's the guy on fire.
Yeah.
Right. And regardless if he knows, it still doesn't affect him. He's got his life.
Yeah. Holding a grudge on someone doesn't affect him, it just affects you.
It's you, exactly.
Yep.
I learned that. It just took me long.
Yeah.
I was drunk and shit all the time, so your fucking influence, alcohol has that big
Especially when you're drunk or drinking,
and
it
you're
makes it
fighting. Yep. Oh, you wanna fight?
Rolling up my chair. Well, this dog's fucking goddamn hair when he comes in. And his hair, when he's wet, he shakes off.
I mean, those Indians, what do you call them? Not guards, but, 5 of them, they had over 2,000 pounds weight on me, and I was ready to take off. Fucking 500 pounds. Those guys, some of them at that casino, they weigh 400 or 500 pounds. mind you, a lot of he's fat. Huge. Out here. I don't know what they fucking feed them. I don't know what they feed them.
Good afternoon, hot dogs.
At $7,500 fucking bucks a week, I would think
Yeah,
they'd lobster and steak.
Well, that's what you would think, and you would think they'd actually lose some weight. But out here, man, they're huge.
They're not fat. They're big boned. Get it right.
No, they were fat. Diabetics too. That's why it's so weird to see them. It's like I understand why they have that. Look at me. I don't understand why I have it. It's just a blood thing. It's got nothing to do with. Yeah, your diet matters, but a lot of it is raised like anything else. Or blood's
I'm sure he knows right now. Fucking.
I know my mom, whatever she had, like her dad, my grandpa, he was in his 60s when he passed of open heart surgery. My mom, she was barely 50-something when she passed, so it's like, hey, I don't know. And then on the other side, her brother just recently passed, and he was like 60-something, and God, he had it worse, man. He died of ALS, fucking Lou Gehrig's disease. That was the worst thing I've ever seen anybody die from. That fucking shit, yeah, it ate him
Fuck
down.
any of those nerve diseases.
Imagine somebody who's like in tremendous shape, works out, strong, healthy.
Doesn't discriminate.
Just fucking going down to a you could lift
Getting
him up
screwed
to a
over with
feather.
that.
Yeah, and like after he was diagnosed, he was dead like less than a month later. I mean, he went from like whatever he weighed to like fucking.
Fuck yeah, that fucks up their fine motor skills.
Oh my god, not only that, but he couldn't hold on to anything. He couldn't write. He couldn't.
That's your fine motor
He
skills.
was bedbound. It was fucking awful. Like seeing that.
Can't
and then,
button up his shirt and
and then
nothing.
my father-in-law who died of cancer. Seeing that, he was like down to nothing. I mean, I've seen some tragedy in my life. I've seen. Goddamn, I can't keep track of how many deaths. I'm fucking 42 and I had a buried my mom, 2 uncles, all my grandparents, friends of mine. That's what the school is.
I lost more friends my age than family members. That's
The
fucked.
worst. Another one was my uncle. I had to go identify the body.
I can only think of Rose. Good friends.
You had to go identify the body of your uncle?
Yeah, I had to because, okay, so the only reason my uncle moved down here from Alaska was when my grandparents, his mom and dad, were old, so they were in a retirement home. So my uncle moved down from Alaska to help them out. Well, they passed away a long time ago. And he just decided to stay in Arizona and then went back to Alaska. He stayed every day in the home. That's it. That was his day. Go home, read a book, go to bed, put all over. He got so shit-faced, they were calling him, trying to figure out, okay, like, is that him? We gotta control him. And, okay, the next day, okay. There he is, walking out, dead. Broke his fucking neck.
That's so sad.
Yep. But you know,
Did he live by himself?
Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he was a bachelor. What I've noticed about all the death and all the shit I've seen, it does kind of, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Some of this shit I've seen just like other people. Like for a while, alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I started cutting back on alcohol, and like I just feel like mentally, like I feel like a better person.
Yeah.
Like, I lost my grandmother due to cirrhosis. Like none of us knew she had a drinking problem. She just hid it from all of us. She used to drink like fucking.
Irish, probably old, Irish.
No, she was Polish. She would drink like Vodka. Yep. Drank a huge bottle of vodka every single night,
That's
like
what
regularly,
Moscow is, man.
all the time.
I thought it was
All,
Russian vodka.
I don't know, but she would drink vodka. All like she'd drink a tall ass bottle like every night, because like her daily schedule was involved. Like my mom would drop my like toddler siblings off at her house with my grandparents.
Yeah.
She would watch my siblings until about 5 or 6, and then my parents would pick them up, and then me and my parents would go home. So my grandparents would be watching my toddler siblings all day for like 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours a day. So
You can hide vodka a little bit more because it doesn't smell as strong as other alcohol. So
well,
like,
it's not like that. It's just that she was overworked. She was overstressed and overworked, so she depended on the vodka to relax at night. So she drank all the vodka at night, and like she was just like overworked from those kids, because those kids were just too much for her. She couldn't handle it. So like when she started to get sick, we realized it, and when she was in the hospital, she was so sick to the point where like she was swollen because her organs were failing. They had to buy her new clothes, and it was so bad. But like my mom and my brothers, everyone was there with her, and I had like a huge connection to her, and they were all there to see her. And I fucked up in high school. I fucked up, and when I was on my drugs, I decided to steal a crap ton of money from them. And she said some things to me, like she said she hated me, she like made me feel terrible. But then she apologized years later. We made up. But when I found out she was dying, all I could think about is like I can't even think to go see her, because I don't want to see her like that, and I can't even like I feel like she hates me because of what I did. But like now as an adult, with my clear mind, I think about like why did I choose to not go see her? Like why didn't I think of like maybe she wanted to see me?
right.
Like I think of like that. Like I didn't think of it like that when I was like 18.
It was interesting because when I was growing up, I had a better relationship with my grandparents on my mom's side and my dad's side than I did with my own parents. You know, so I was always spending time with my grandparents. I was always kind of hanging out with her. Like, my mom was really mad about it. Like, you know, she has to do it. Helping around, right? And my
Yeah.
grandfather's death, he was 89. So, the rest of the years. And so I
All
give
right,
him a
boys.
I give him a cigarette. I give him a cigarette, and he dies with a cigarette.
Is that final?
Yeah, I hear you.
Can you knock one?
No.
Yeah, this is the
Big, tu
this is
t'arrives
the last
25 piastres, à cette heure que tu l'as perdu, paye.
Man.
last thing he
Good luck.
gave me on his deathbed. This is from Alaska. It's
Hey, you got good shit.
all gold, fucking.
I got red.
He was a gold miner, my uncle, and he
Wow.
worked in Alaska for he was. So they gave him this watch. And you can only find these watches in Alaska. Like it's not a good picture, but the circle and the green is the northern lights, and it's fucking
Shoot that
dope.
bitch.
This
Gotta work
watch,
for money.
yeah.
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
it a praise. I get it a praise.
I got it
you get
appraised.
a
It's
shirt.
worth 20. It's worth 20,000.
Wow. I
It's all
get that
gold.
thing.
It's all
Insured.
Alaskan gold nuggets.
That's fucking beautiful, man. I think I saw that, man.
Yeah, the band is worth 20 G's. I got it appraised at it.
Wow. Good, man. Good.
Light, you'll see that green in the circle, light up green, and then you'll see it above it is the northern lights, and there's a log cabin, a couple of like trees in the next to it. But that watch, yeah, he gave me on his deathbed, and I remember my stupid uncle, his fucking idiot kept telling me, "Oh, I can't believe you haven't hawked that watch. Oh, and I can't believe he gave it to you. Like, who the fuck is he gonna give it to? You, his son, who's like, you're a prick. You know, all you do is fucking go off to the bar and drink every day. You know, I'm his grandson. I'm the one, taking care of him. I'm the one looking after him. I'm the one going over to the old people's home. Buying his lottery tickets. Being a good fucking whatever. Take him shooting, trap shooting and all that. My uncle's like, yeah, I thought you were pawing that. My uncle was when he got drunk, he got stupid in his old age. Like when I was a kid, he was like my favorite uncle because every birthday he'd hook me up. Here's $100 bill, and when you're like a fucking 10-year-old kid, $100 bill's a lot of money to a 10-year-old. And I'd be like, holy shit! Every year my uncle's giving me $100. He used to call it, here's your birthday mallard, because mallard is known as a $100 bill. And he would take me shopping. And he was he was a cool uncle. And then he just started getting like, and the alcohol just takes over. You know what I mean? That shit takes over your mind, your body, your soul. I mean, the
Damn.
alcohol
Hey,
fucks
Billy.
everything up. Yeah.
My buddy in Scottsdale.
So I actually have
I
something
asked
from
him
my
about the food
grandmother's that my
shortage out
grandfather
there, and he
gave me
said,
that was
no.
that's actual real gold.
Not that I hear, I
Like a
think that's
similar
bullshit.
situation.
It's fucking
Like-
news media. All I do is fucking lie. Don't they know how quick we can get each other info?
So my grandmother,
There's a
before she
food
passed
shortage in
away, she had
Scottsdale,
this
Arizona. Yeah, right. My
bracelet
buddy
that she
just
would
moved
wear
there,
like
so
every
there's a
fucking day,
food shortage,
and
yeah.
it was like a
Right.
charm bracelet. I have to turn it down. I
Patty's a
can't even
hunter
focus
anyway.
myself.
They were
Yeah.
fucking
Can't
killing,
focus.
killing anything.
So I had a charm bracelet that I would wear like every
I'm sorry,
fucking day.
I'll stop talking.
And it had like, well, my grandmother had a charm bracelet that she would wear every day, and one of the charms,
If you really want somebody to chat with,
she had one for like each of the kids. Like I think apparently, but like one day I was like working, or I came home from
This
like
was my
my
homie, man.
house, and
This is
my
gangster.
grandpa stopped by and decided to bring me a present, and I didn't understand it at the moment,
Yeah.
but
said
now
no.
I do. And he explained to me what it was. I didn't even know it was real gold. I think of it as a name tag,
Gangster,
but it was a
gangster,
charm from her
gang.
charm bracelet. You
Billy, I
probably
got my
can't even
windows
see what it
open,
says
I'm
on there.
sweating.
Yeah, it's so
Vacuum
scratched up because it's so old. She got it when I was
Wait,
born.
tornado, nigga.
It's like 20 years
Oh,
old,
that's
but it's
cool.
a
That's
real
My
it's a
place
real
is
gold
small.
charm with my initials on it, and it says my initials.
I stay
And on the
top
other
of
side, it
dog
has my
back in
date
the
of birth. I'll
staircase
send you
one
a picture
day,
of it.
way to- you know,
But
nice. Until I
my
start seeing the girls there.
my grandfather came and brought it by to me, and I'm like, "What's this?" And he's like, "It's a little charm with your initials on it." And I'm like, "Where did this come from? Like, why didn't I already have this? Like, why do you have this? Like, it's my initials. Like, I didn't like put it together for some
Yeah,
time."
she just wore it for you. 'cause
Yeah,
she
I
loves
never
you
put it
and,
together.
like,
So he was like, "It was your
Yeah.
grandmother's. She wore it." And
That's
I was like,
nice.
"Wait, seriously?" And then
Yeah, that's cool.
my mom was like, "Yeah, do you remember that bracelet?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I literally started bawling my fucking eyes out.
Yeah, that means I care
Um,
about you.
I want to see if I can get a
Don't
good
you
picture of it.
remember? I mean, I'm sure you have these situations. I don't know. I used to like so in high school. I remember this girl. I don't know. We were kind of serious, but I think she was more serious than I was. Long story short, I had this fucking gold necklace, rope chain. I used to wear it. It had my initials on the charm, and she would always want that fucking stupid charm so she could wear it. And that's the same kind of situation. They just want
Mhm.
something that belongs to you. That they can have. And
Exactly.
say it's theirs. And it's like it's nice, it's sweet, but I never understood it when I was in high school. Like, why do you always want to wear my fucking initials?
I get it at some point, but like at this, like people are like, "Why are you wearing something with your own initials on it?" And I'm like, "You don't understand it. This you're not gonna
Yeah.
understand. Other people
No, I
won't
get it.
understand." No, you get it, but like if
Yeah.
someone walks up to me in person, they're like, "Why are you wearing a necklace with your own initials on it?" And I'm like, I'll just straight up say to them like, "You don't understand, and you don't have the right to ask."
I would do the same shit.
Worse,
It's like
you could
me.
be Patrick.
It's like I got my name tatted
You
on
could
me.
be
I got
Baby.
Billy, my
There's a lot of other guys
nickname,
who could have been.
Billy the
Yeah,
Kid.
exactly.
Billy the Kid tatted on me. And people are like, "Is that so you don't forget your name?" And I'm like, "No, it's because I'm a fucking badass, and that was my nickname, Billy the Kid." And then it has two fucking pistols that Billy the Kid used to shoot.
But it was a charm that she had on a bracelet, and I decided to put it on a gold chain, and I wore it around my neck for like ever. And then I was out shopping with my mom, and I was going to fix my hoodie. And when I went to fix my hoodie, I accidentally grabbed the chain with my hoodie, and I snapped the chain out in public. And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I started breaking down, and I'm like, "Mom, you need to hold this because I'm going to lose it." I'm like, "I can't lose this." I'm like, "You need to hold on to this. Put it in your wallet. Put it in your tit. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your vagina. I don't care."
Yeah,
I was like, "Put it anywhere."
Drake
I was like, "I'm not losing this."
knows.
that's really
I
cool.
know now. I never knew.
Yeah,
that.
it's really gold. It's like real gold too. Like so, it has
Yeah, that's really
RHK because like it's like Riley,
Oh,
House, and
February
Kendall.
12th,
Condom, it kills the
1998,
semen.
when you were born.
Yep.
The dumb girl put
Yeah, that's
that in
cool.
her vagina.
Yep. I should probably get it like polished at some point.
Yeah,
But-
you need
And
to.
I burned the shit out of
Like,
her.
yeah, it
Now
would be-
she's trying to sue him. LOL.
Yeah, I need to polish that watch too.
Yeah, but
Looks
when he
better-
gave
it
me
looks
that, I was
better
so
in
happy.
person. Yeah, like the watch is really nice in person, but it doesn't look that good on the
No, it looks like a
picture.
nice watch.
Yeah, it's just the picture doesn't do it justice.
It looks like a really good watch. You know, but I keep that charm. I keep that charm in my wallet because I can't find another chain for it. So I keep it in my wallet so I don't lose it.
Alright.
Because like I literally can't. I don't want. If I lose that thing, I don't know. If I lose that, Brownie's not in the party, so if I can say it. If I lose that thing, I'll probably kill myself. Not even kidding.
No,
I just never say that when Brownie's in the party because of his fucking girlfriend.
yeah.
Well, no, but like,
he's not, but that girl might be.
yeah, he told me that with the whole agreement that she made with him in order for her to allow him to still talk to me on Xbox is that when I'm in the party, like she wants to hear it also. So like when I'm in the party, it's on the TV. So if I were to say things like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself," she would hear that and she would like react in some way. I know, but she would react in some way, and like I don't fucking know. I know, but like last thing I want to do is I don't want to cause drama for other people. I know I did nothing wrong for them. I know that that's just all in her head.
Yeah,
I
used
know
to
that
have
that
to
situation.
apologize to people, mostly girls, at that place I went to, that center, that rehab, because a lot of them
She's
were
after his
suicidal,
money.
and they would talk about it, and
Hey,
I'm just like,
Steve, where is
so
my money?
angry, so angry all the time. I'd be like, yeah, I don't understand how anybody could take your fucking life, you know, like take the fucking sissy way out. Like I got
Hey, Steve,
heated, you know.
where
Girls
is my
I
money?
apologized later on, but I always felt bad about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like out of the blue, out of nowhere. Like me and his girlfriend were fine, and then like because I was worried about his girlfriend, I decided to message him like what she had said, and then she got all mad at me. She was like, "Really, you're gonna tell on me?" And I'm like, "Dude, I did it for your health. Like I was worried about you." And now
Yeah,
she's like
exactly.
got him all like she got him all against me for a little bit, but now we're all good. I mean, I don't know how she feels, but like I hope she
All
doesn't
right.
hate me.
Man, I sweated up, boys. Holy shit.
Yeah,
JT,
tell me
what you?
about it. It's so hot in here.
I just, the mop and the
It's
vacuum,
not in my
pick up
house.
all
It's
that
fucking
glass.
freezing.
It's,
If that makes it
fine
anything
shit. Don't
better.
worry about it. I want this
Wish
poor
it was
dude getting
cold.
cut. I want him getting hurt. He's knocked out on the couch. I can mail you
Oh
some
my
electric
God.
socks, my nigga. You're my
They
boy.
found
I'll
out
take
Betty
care of you,
White's
JD.
cause of death. So apparently she had a stroke. So let me find that article. Hang on.
I dare you.
I was reading it on the
I dare
toilet.
you. I dare you.
I need to find it.
For what?
So,
Really?
well, listen. So I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna explain to you what I read. So, where was it? So,
Very bad.
she basically had she had a cerebrovascular accident, which can be caused by blood clots or broken blood vessels in the brain. She did have a stroke, but she had it 6 days before her death. But there must have been still a clot, or like there must have been a clot, or yeah, a broken vessel or a clot
That's
in her
terrible.
brain that was bleeding, and then just kept going while she was like doing her normal daily routine.
I used to worry about that. I used to worry about that from boxing because I got hit in the head so much.
Well,
I
this was
used to worry
6
about that.
days. She went 6
Happens
days with this pain.
happens to fighters.
I'm Betty
Yeah.
White.
No, but the problem is with fighters, we're so stubborn that anything we feel, we're not gonna. Oh, okay. I was saying because I'm so stubborn that I might not. The physical amount of pain that I can take is a
Hello,
little
Vincent.
stronger than most people. So,
Hello?
like somebody might go to the doctor, and then I would just be like, "Oh, fuck it, it'll go away." Not even.
So she did die in her sleep, but since she had the mild stroke 6 days before, it did cause like minimal brain damage and brain tissue damage, which then provided like damage to increase over time, which then caused her to like die in her sleep 6 days later. Because it says in this article, it says a cerebrovascular accident, commonly known as a stroke, is a loss of blood flow to part of the brain, which damages brain tissue. It typically causes by blood clots or broken vessels in the brain. According to the death certificate, White suffered a stroke 6 days before her death. It was a mild stroke. She died peacefully in her sleep. She passed in her sleep peacefully without pain. To me, it is the most important thing that brings me comfort as her dear friend. Anything else is private to Betty.
Who the hell's Betty White?
So.
Why do I know the name, but I don't know who she was? Huh?
She was on Golden Girls. Like she was like the freaking
Like
The older one.
show.
Dopey,
Okay.
funny one.
the iconic like ditzy white old lady.
Okay. Damn, she must have been pretty old, because she was old when that show was
Cracker.
going, right?
Oh yeah,
Cracker.
dude.
She was really old.
She was
Like that
acting for
cracker.
80 years.
Yeah,
She's been acting since like she was an adult.
Yeah, because she used to watch that all the time, and I used to hear that. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Fuck, I did not know. I thought she would, I thought she died fucking years ago. I thought she would have been
Nope.
like, close to 100.
She was like 2 weeks from her from her 100th birthday. She was about to make her 100th birthday, but she didn't make it.
Yeah, but that's still amazing.
That was my mother. 2 weeks shy.
It is amazing, but it
Hey,
sucks.
Steve,
And then
where's
last night
my
we lost
money?
Bob Saget, who was found in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Bob Saget autopsy completed. Comedian found dead
That's
after
why you stay
wellness
muted,
check.
Vincent, because you're a fucking retard.
No evidence of drug use or foul play. I don't know if I believe that, but okay. Bob Saget. Well, no, it's not that. It's not foul play like that. They're saying foul play as in like there can be other foul plays other than murder. Like a sex scandal is considered like foul play. Like if he was in there with a prostitute and drugs, and like he overdosed with drugs and a prostitute, that would be considered some type of foul play.
Yeah, wouldn't that be reported?
Well, the reason why they're releasing this right now is because he has a past of being caught in hotel rooms with drugs and doing sex scandals. I know, that's why they're trying to clarify that it was not involving that. I just wanted to know. I was intrigued. Damn. Rest in peace to the Ritz-Carlton in Orlando, because that's where he died. Dude, imagine how much it's going to cost to stay in that hotel room now. People are going to be like, can I stay in the room where Tanny Tanner died? Danny Tanner died?
That. I would not want to stay in there. That's like some
Ooh,
crazy shit.
911 call released?
Oh, you can watch that?
Hey, hello.
911, what is the location of your What is the address?
The address is
Okay.
The address is your... Hello?
Okay, what's going on there?
double. We have an unresponsive guest in a room. My officer tells me that there's no pulse.
Okay, what room number?
T'as-tu reçu un virement? Hein?
Hey.
T'as-tu reçu un virement?
Unresponsive, not breathing.
Pulse is not breathing. No pulse.
Okay, stay on the line for medical, one moment.
And why is nobody trying to do CPR on him? I don't know why nobody would try that, but okay. Staying alive. Staying alive. According to Grey's Anatomy, that is the best way.
And caller, I have the phone number. The direct phone number.
I don't know.
The dude on the call just literally said, like, I have an unresponsive guest in a room. Like, how do you not know that's Bob Saget? Like, are you kidding me?
It might be me. I wouldn't know who the fuck Bob Saget is. I'm
Ooh,
serious.
I would
don't
so know that.
Oh my god, from back in the 90s when he started that, or 80s? Like, that guy? Holy shit,
Yeah, Full
now
House.
now I know who he is. Alright.
Danny Tanner from Full House.
The reason I say I don't know these people is I usually do know them, but I'm so bad with names. Like, I don't fucking know names, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't know, like, unless you told me, like if it was a character and that was their name from a movie or something. Like, I know actors, but I only know certain ones, and, like, ones
So,
that I
have you
like.
ever seen How I Met Your Mother?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, that's a great show. So, if you've ever seen How I Met Your Mother, fun fact, he actually never shows up physically in the show. Like, his face never is in the show, but he vocally, like, does the what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh my god. Someone help me with the word. Voiceover. He does the voiceover, thank you, for Ted Mosby, for, like, the main character. So he does the voiceover for the main character. So instead of having the actor do the voiceover, they have Bob Saget do it. So that way it would be like as if it would be like older Ted Mosby. So they make it like an older person because it's telling the story of How I Met Your Mother. Like, I just always remember, when I found out that it was Bob Saget who did that voice, I could never picture anyone but Danny Tanner from Full House on the TV screen.
Yeah.
Like, every time I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck? But, like, he was in Dumb and Dumber? Like, what the fuck?
That's a funny movie, actually.
You can get the ketchup.
Who's the dead man that just threw the salt shaker? Hey, that's Cam Neely. People for the hockey player, Cam Neely.
You're Willie Nelson.
I should have loved you.
Television.
Little things I should have said and done. Yep, text vision. He sat there, played his guitar.
I'm still waiting for my frickin' W2.
Exactly. I mean, that's what.
You see the amount you gotta pay and say, fuck that. There's nothing, there's no way around it, though. They're gonna get you sooner or later.
Anything to me. I'm reading you what the police said you said. Okay. Sarah then can't pay their rent. You feel it with them, but I found it very odd that she would
from these books. I did not ask her to borrow the books.
There had to be something. It doesn't make sense unless there had to be something. Don't do it again. The next time you want somebody to negotiate for you as a manager, have a written agreement with them. I'd like you to videotape me, and I'm going to check out a camera. I'm going to let you use it to tape me, right?
Okay. There's something with that. The
What do you
problem
mean
with
something
that
with
is
that?
at the competition in the artist green room where there were only supposed to be artists, she stayed. So
Who cares?
what do you mean? That's where the camera was.
What do you mean, what do I mean?
That's
It's your responsibility to take care of the camera.
The camera was backstage where she was.
So what?
Okay.
Do you understand?
No.
You don't understand.
No.
It's your responsibility. She took the camera out for you. You used it.
Okay. Arrangement with this demo is that we're going to promote her as far as we can. So the video that I was trying to get was to help promote her. I mean,
And what do you get out of it?
what do I
Charity?
get out of it?
Don't ask me the question.
I don't get anything out of it except for this is what I do. I mean, I do event planning, I do songwriting, and that's what I did.
So that was her prize. Is that correct?
Her prize? Yes.
A prize for winning the competition. And you didn't have a camera in order to continue to do what you were supposed to do. It would be no different if she let you borrow her camera. Or who are you?
Autumn. I'm a witness for Jeanette.
It would be no different if she said to Autumn, Autumn, can I borrow your camera? He wants it. She lends it to you, and you lose it. Autumn's going to sue her. She's going to sue you. Do you understand?
Yes.
That's just the way of the world, the way responsibility runs.
Okay.
How much do you have to pay for the camera?
$229.99. I've already paid $100. I have receipt of that.
Okay. $230 is yours.
Great.
Now, let's hear the second part of your lawsuit, please.
Now, I trusted him, and I figured I see him all the time that he's going to give me that $229.99. So about a week later, I was asked by Autumn Pillar, my witness, if I could perform at one of her events at one of the dining services centers. And so I called James, and I said, James, can you negotiate a deal with her? And he said, okay, we'll start at $600. And I was like, fine. So the four of us met up, Autumn, her assistant, and James and I. And we sat down. All we talked about was how many songs I was going to sing. And we agreed on 3. They then had a private conversation via the telephone, and they agreed on...
No. That's where you come in.
Yes.
Autumn, what's your last name?
Pillar?
Okay, so you were negotiating with James.
Yes.
As to the amount you were going to pay her?
Well, when I was underneath the impression, it was the amount that I was going to pay Jeanette.
Okay.
So when I got the phone call from James, he asked for a flat sum of $600. I said, that's a little high, especially for one entertainer. He then said, well, what about $450? I said, well, that's fine. Well, then he informed me that there were other acts involved. I was completely floored by this because I thought it was only Jeanette.
What did he say to you? Not he informed me. You thought he was negotiating for her for $450
Yes.
alone. And then he said what?
There will be more acts because I'm going to be hosting the show and there are more acts that I'm bringing in.
Well, did you ask him to host the event or did he just say
he brought it upon himself. I didn't ask him to host.
Well, you could have said no.
Well, he was posing as Jeanette's manager. So in order for Jeanette to get paid, I was going along with him. I didn't know he was going to host. I wasn't underneath the awareness of that he was going to take control.
Well, he told you that, though. He said, I'm going to bring in other acts and I'm going to host it.
After the day of the event is when he told me this.
Oh,
so
when you first spoke to him.
When I first spoke to him, it was an 18-second phone call. And I have it timed on my cell phone. It was 18 seconds, and it was $600. I said that was too high. We negotiated at $450. I said, okay, please stop by this week. Tomorrow, actually, was the next day to sign the contract so I could get it in to get the check cut.
Okay, did he come by?
Yes, he did.
Okay, do you have a copy of the contract?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to take a look at it.
It's the second one.
Do we have a written contract? That's always helpful to me. No, all I want to do is look at it.
Okay.
Miss Reyes, what he did was totally unethical. This says that he is the artist. You asked him to negotiate for you. This is her business. She signed him as the artist. His social security number, not yours. His contract as an independent contractor. So what he did, your name is nowhere in this contract. Your name is nowhere in this contract as him being your representative. He took the opportunity himself. Now, I have a few questions for you, Mr. Sutherland.
Okay.
You may disagree with what I said. Now I'm going to get specific.
Okay.
It is my understanding that the reason the four of you sat down, Autumn and her assistant, you and Miss Reyes, was to discuss Miss Reyes performing at Autumn's club. So far, correct?
So far.
And you were asked by Miss Reyes to negotiate the fee with Autumn. Is that correct? Is that correct?
Correct.
Had you ever negotiated a contract with Autumn before?
No, I haven't.
Had you ever met her before?
No, I haven't.
Well, then the only way you got to her is through your client. That's her. And you saw an opportunity for yourself.
That's not correct.
That is correct.
No.
Because nowhere here does it indicate that you are acting as an agent of Miss Reyes.
Which is
just
what
a
she...
second. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Okay.
Why don't you look at the contract and see if anywhere it says that you are acting as the agent of Miss Reyes? Just take your time. It's in English.
No, I know what the contract says, but
I'll take it back now.
There's something that they left out.
You can't leave anything out of a written contract.
No, what she's leaving out is the fact that after we had discussion, she realized that I too...
Just listen to me. You don't get it. This is all I'm interested in. This is the four corners of the contract. If you have another contract in writing, I'll see it. Is there another written contract?
I've been asking for the contract since then.
Is
couldn't get a
there
copy.
another written contract? The answer is either yes or no.
No.
Then I'm not interested, Mr. Sutherland, because if you're a promoter, then you should know if you promote something and reduce it to a writing, that's the contract. Anything other than that which is contained in the four corners of this contract is called hearsay, parole evidence, not admitted when you have a written contract.
Right.
Listen to me, Miss Reyes.
Yes.
Did he give you any money?
I found out he signed everything.
Did he give
No,
you any money?
I haven't gotten a dime.
Didn't give me. He's not going to give you any money. I wouldn't use him again. He's a hustler.
I know.
He's a hustler.
I know now.
What he did was he took an opportunity that you had for a paying gig and negotiated a deal for himself. He wouldn't have known Autumn were it not for you. He wouldn't have made the phone call were it not for you. That's what he did. He took your opportunity and turned it into his opportunity. Put your hand down. And turned it into his opportunity. It means that you got skunked once. Don't do it again. The next time you want somebody to negotiate for you as a manager, have a written agreement with them. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because what she did was she signed him on as the entertainer. He's the artist. Whatever he does, he's the artist. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now we're going to get to your counterclaim because you say she defamed you. She probably called you a hustler. So did I. That's what you did. You hustled her, and you hustled her for your benefit. And you can't do that, Mr. Sutherland.
I did not
You want to
hustle.
be in the music business, you only have a chance to make a first impression. And when you make a bad impression on a client, and when you do something that's slightly off, that follows you, Mr. Sutherland. You're a young man. You better learn from it. You get your camera back, $230. That's all. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Parties are excused. You may step out. Arrested for a dine and dash.
Mr. Hastings,
Yes.
this was a friend of yours
Yes.
who got arrested,
No, he got cited.
cited,
Yes, ma'am.
Cited.
stopped. For what?
Not paying a bill at a restaurant.
So for petty theft.
Sure. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
And when you got stopped, according to you, you were very drunk.
Yes, ma'am.
Being very drunk, when they asked you your name, you gave your friend's name.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you pay the bill ultimately?
I never received a bill in the mail, ma'am.
What kind of a citation did you get?
I don't even remember.
Spend any time in jail?
No, ma'am.
Remember when that was?
Sometime in December.
You know when that was, Mr. Hastings?
Yeah, he got violation date at 3/29/08.
3/29.
Yeah.
Can I see it, please?
This right here is a CSI. It's proving that it wasn't me.
There's a rivalry there. There's a beef there that, you don't really get along. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, too, during Vietnam, a lot of the French, like, they migrated to Vietnam and they were living there. So they could have they could have got involved in that war.
They did.
And well, they did, but what I'm saying is they fought for their homes.
That was
They
a French
weren't there.
colony, Vietnam.
Right. Vietnam, basically, like a lot of people don't know, it wasn't just America and Vietnam. It was because the French were living there before.
Yeah, that's
like,
a French.
they
That
had
was a
migrated
French
there.
colony.
Yeah, they had taken that over, and that was the whole thing about that. Well, no, the best, and I'm not a fan of any Vietnam too much of it, but I tell you, Apocalypse Now is a really good movie. That's a great movie. It talks about it in there. Apocalypse Now, that's a good movie. Hamburger Hill's good too.
Time to smoke some marinara.
I like movies more based on World War II. World War II to me was one of the wars that you could study for a lifetime and keep learning. You would keep learning stuff about World War II that you didn't know yesterday. That's why I always did so good in history. I fucking loved anything that had to do with war. And then I was recruited by a lot of them too. I got recruited by the Marine Corps. I got recruited by the Army. I got recruited by the Navy. I didn't do it, but I probably should have. They want people though, like when you're young, they want people like me that aren't afraid of anything. Get their hands dirty. Killing.
France still owns fucking piece of land in Canada too.
Yep.
It's right under Newfoundland.
That's why World War II, man, is such a crazy. There's so many different countries involved, and so many people's lives at stake, and so many things. I mean, we could be under Russia right now if we didn't win that war. Or we could be under fucking Germany. We could be under Hitler. Not Hitler, because he'd be dead. But we'd be under communism basically.
Russia was an ally.
Yeah. I mean, that's how when people sit there and they talk about freedom, I don't even know if they
If it weren't for the Russians, we'd always be speaking German.
How we got our freedom, yeah. I mean, the other thing is the Irish, they had that great famine, where
The Russians lost 8.7 million people in World War I. Soldiers.
Before World War I, they starved out the Irish in the Great Famine, and then they migrated to like other areas like Germany. That's why I have German in my blood and Irish, because my great ancestors were probably in Germany and Ireland.
I can't breathe. Oh my god.
Don't do that then.
The Vikings. Fuck.
From Norway.
Yeah, because they went everywhere. I mean, they just fucking sailed the sea until they landed somewhere. And mostly it was churches, and they found land, and then they would just rape and pillage and kill and hunt.
Plunder, yeah.
They survived. Yeah, that's how they survived. I got into that show, but I couldn't watch it.
What is it, guy?
That's a pisser.
I don't want to get up, Guy.
I can't move. My back, my neck.
My back and my neck.
That's just
Why?
fucking Billy's fucking too funny. My neck and my back.
My neck and my back.
Yeah, I gotta mop that little fucking prick there. We'll be alright there.
Oh yeah, I forgot to unmute the stream, I think.
Request a trade.
There we go.
Oh no. Shit. Ooh, run! That's a big boy. That's a big dog. Oh
In your
god.
bum.